it's a turtle. And she said, have you heard the story of the turtle and the rabbit? And I was like, no. What? Like, what's the story? Like, tell me the story, Grandma. So she was like, a turtle goes in one direction. They move slow, but they just keep going in a certain direction. But if the turtle would have focused on the rabbit hops around. The rabbit can hop really fast forward. The rabbit can hop everywhere. But that turtle just kind of stays in its lane, and even though it's moving at speed. So during the race, the turtle is going slow and steady. The bunny is hopping on, but the bunny's not paying attention. And so when it was time for the cliff, the bunny hopped over the cliff and died. Well, and she said, but you know what the turtle did? She said the turtle knew to stop because the turtle was moving so slow, they saw the road ahead. So this is my first video using my camera that I've had for 3 years. I don't think I've ever recorded anything on it. I've taken a few pictures, nothing came of them, but my laptop was a little too blurry. And so I was like, let me just give this one more try, because God put it on my heart to, I don't know, record this message that I wanted to send. That I just had this thing that came over me 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to talk about it because I feel like a lot of people can relate. So if you're interested in entrepreneurship, growing a business, maybe you're a corporate America girly or a corporate America guy, and I didn't come to some realization that no other well-matured, experienced adult has come to, but I think it just hit me, y'all. It's all hard. Like, 2 weeks ago, I was walking and I just said, it's all hard. We have this friend that's like, she was always super obsessed with like being married and having a kid, and just always in relationships, and you know, she got it, and you know, she's happy. And then you have some of my friend group, like some of us are single and we actually desire those things. And a few years back, my friend was talking to this lady that was married, and she was like, let me tell y'all something. I've done both. I've been the single person and I've been the married person, and no one can convince me that one is better than the other. I don't know, I can't remember who that was, but I feel like that always sticks with me, and we talk about it all the time, because wherever you are in life, where you're going through a transition phase, or if you're just, you know, you're in a space where you're like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I'm in corporate, or you may desire to already be working, but you're in college right now, or you may, whatever it is that you desire, no one is better than the other. No, literally no one is better than the other. I quit my job back in March, and I knew it would be hard. I think we sometimes underestimate the amount of grit and discipline and hard things that we're going to go through. Everything that you can think can go wrong when you're trying to better yourself and you're trying to do more and become the person that you see, everything attacks you. And it's like, you know that, and I could say that, but nothing tops experiencing it. And for me, it's just like I'm in this space now where I was literally on that walk, and I was like, damn, like it's all just so hard. Going to corporate every day, where I was miserable. I wasn't able to be as creative as I wanted to be. I wasn't able to just walk in my whole self, in my fullness. It was miserable. It was taunting. It was hard to get up in the morning. And then I went through, you know, a week or two a few weeks ago where it was hard to get up in the morning. And they feel different, but it's still hard. It's like, you can't convince me that one is better than the other, but I will say this. The rewarding feeling, the rewards that I feel from working for myself are completely different than when I was in corporate America. So I think that's the part that makes the difference. It's when you win that makes the difference. But the journey, y'all, is all hard. You know, eating unhealthy is hard. Okay, if you want the cheeseburger and the steak, it doesn't seem hard. But the truth is, if we're being honest, when we eat that stuff, a lot of times we don't feel well. We want to go to sleep right after. Our bodies are reacting funny. So it's like that little small sensation, that small rush that you get that actually feels good in a moment, you pay for it. That's hard. And going to the gym is hard. You know, working for yourself is hard. Working for someone else, when you desire to work for yourself, is hard. Like, it's all hard. It's all hard. And whatever you're going through, just get out of your mind that whatever you're going through, no matter what transition you're taking, whether it's in your financial field, whether it's in the health field, whether it's in the entrepreneur field, it's all hard. And I just wanted to share that with somebody, because I needed somebody, and don't get me wrong, I have great family friends, but in that moment, it's like you hear the advice all the time, and I just needed somebody to tell me, like, yeah, it's hard. You know, as simple as that sounds, I feel like I just needed the affirmation that, like, you're on the right track. And so if you need that, I just want to let y'all know, like, you keep going, keep going. One of my greatest desires is to own a luxury fashion brand. I'm very hard on myself about not jumping out and going to fashion school, not having those internships like a lot of people that started, so I can have shoemaking experience, pattern making experience. And so I'm starting that journey, and it's really hard. And that's on top of me actually trying to stay afloat in real estate and make sure I have the funding to fund my dreams, and, you know, and just to make sure I'm giving my all into the things that I do. None of it is really easy. And it's a dream though. And I think the moral of the story of what I'm getting at is just, y'all, press on. Like, whatever it is, keep going forward. As long as you're taking a step, like, go forward. And I've been having a good 2 weeks. I was down bad for about 2 weeks. Everything you can think of course. Your car starts breaking down. All this stuff starts happening. And I talked to my grandma, and that's my great grandmother. Shout out to Mary Helen Bailey. I talked to my grandma for an hour, and everything she said, I needed to hear so bad. And so I will leave y'all with this. What she told me is, she said, just keep moving forward. And she was like, even if it's the pace of a turtle. And I understood the context. I didn't ask her what she meant, because I was just like, she's like, you know, turtles move slow. Even if you have to move slow, press on. And I said, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. And she was like, you know, she's like, even if it's a turtle. And she said, have you heard the story of the turtle and the rabbit? And I was like, no. What? Like, what's the story? Like, tell me the story, grandma. So she was like, a turtle goes in one direction. They move slow, but they just keep going in a certain direction. But if the turtle would have focused on the rabbit hops around. The rabbit can hop really fast forward. The rabbit can hop everywhere, but that turtle just kind of stays in its lane, and even though it's moving at speed. So the rabbit and the turtle are in a race. And as they're racing towards, you know, they're racing on top of this mountain, and they're in the race. The turtle is going slow and steady. The bunny is hopping on, but the bunny's not paying attention. And so when it was time for the cliff, the bunny hopped over the cliff and died. Well, she didn't say died, but she said hop over the cliff, which means it ended. And she said, but you know what the turtle did? She said the turtle knew to stop, because the turtle was moving so slow. He saw the road ahead. He saw the hill. He saw that you could go over. And I know that may be corny to y'all. I needed to hear every word of that when she said it. I needed to hear every word, because I was like, Grandma, I'm doing my turtle. I'm on my turtle speed. Because no matter what, even the bad days that I was having, I was still getting up. I'm still making my phone calls. I'm still showing houses. I'm still learning teaching myself how to sketch. Like, I'm still going to the gym. I'm still eating healthy. I'm still, like, every day I'm just getting up and choosing to move forward. And it feels taunting sometimes, but I realize sometimes all you have is turtle speed in you, and that's okay. But when you go on the speed of the turtle and you worried about what's hopping around, I had to let go of social media a little bit too, because it's like I can't get on there during the week as much, because it's reminding me of the rabbit. Now that I think about it, you know, like it sounds like it feels like social media is the rabbit in the scenario, and worried about other people's journey and other people's success. That's the rabbit, and I just have to go turtle speed for my life right now. And it'll be time where I feel like I can pick up and I can move at my kangaroo speed. But right now, I'm okay going, I'm okay, because I'm still going forward and I'm still going in the right direction. And so whatever it is that you are going through, you keep on. If it's your podcast you want to start, if it's your content you want to shoot, if it's you trying to finish your degree, if it's you wanting to start in real estate, if it's you trying to eat better, if it's you trying to heal yourself, whatever it is, every little bit counts. Just keep moving forward, keep moving forward, keep moving forward. I cannot stress that enough. One of my favorite sayings is by 19 Keys, and he says, what you do frequently becomes your frequency. And I always want my frequency to be good. That's why everything I do frequently, it absorbs in my life, and I know success is gonna come because my frequency is on course. And yeah, I don't know, I just felt it on my heart to really share that. I'm not a motivational speaker, but I felt the need to really share that with someone, because I needed that. And I have been going through really ups and really good downs, you know. My real estate journey has been going well. I'm inching forward in fashion, and you know, the end is going to be really good for me. I feel that. I feel grateful and I feel hopeful. And yeah, and also, okay, I'm going to do another video because I want to update everybody about me doing the Hard 75 challenge. So if you never heard of the Hard 75 days, you have to work out every single day, 2 times a day, 45-minute workouts, and one has to be outside. You have to drink a gallon of water. That's too much water for me, so I did 96 ounces. So for my 75, I'm doing 96 ounces a day. You have to read 10 pages from a nonfiction book. Audiobooks do not count. And you have to stick to one eating regimen. So if you say, oh, I'm gonna go vegan, oh, I'm gonna be pescatarian, or oh, I'm just gonna eat chicken twice a week, whatever you decide, you stick to. And there's no such thing as cheat days. So even things that I knew I wanted to incorporate in my diet, like if I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat pescatarian but I want to have a chicken day, I incorporated that from the start to finish. You have to complete it for 75 days. And y'all, today's Saturday, so I have 7 days left, and here I am. I'm a person who I've always worked out. I have worked out 4 times a week since 4 consistent. I've always worked out, but you know how it is, you get on and off in the gym. But since 2020, I've been the most consistent I've ever been in my life, and I work out 4 times a week. I very seldom miss that. And I'm an avid 4 times a week. You can ask my trainer. I'm not coming more than 4 times. The only time I work out more than 4 times a week is if it's something I enjoy. So if I'm going to dance, or if we go hiking, or if we're going to do like yoga or try some kind of unique workout. Other than that, 4 times a week. So here I am, a person who's like work out every day, and 45 minutes has to be outside. I would never do that, but I love a challenge, and I've been praying to God for a lot. And so I wanted to show God that I would be extremely disciplined in my daily life, so that I can have the things that I want. I believe that I'm going to get the things that I want in my life, and I just wanted to show God, hey, you know, here is me matching my words with my discipline. And y'all, if you would have told me I would have been 7 days away from a 75-day challenge, I have not messed up. I work out every day. I've worked out every day for the past 60-something days. I have read every day. I've drank my water every day. And it just goes to show you, like, first of all, how quickly time goes by. It shows me how quickly time goes by. And I'm going to do a whole video about the things that I've learned about myself during the Hard 75, because it really is it's hard. It gets easier. But I've learned a lot about myself during this journey, and so I do want to share that. So that wasn't really a part of my message. I was just kind of throwing that in there because we were talking a little bit about discipline in the last message I sent. But yeah, I think my message is just keep going, even when it's hard. I don't care if you got to do it while you're crying. Do it crying, do it scared, do it. You have to. You have to. You won't feel fulfilled anyways. It'll always feel like something's looming over you to press you to start, to press you to get back to it, no matter what it is, whether it's you starting your daycare, whatever it is. It's always going to be something that's tugging at you. So if you got turtle speed, y'all, you got turtle speed. It's all hard anyways. So press on, move forward, keep God first. And yeah, hopefully I can start doing these more. I don't know how this is gonna look, I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I'm gonna put it out anyways, because I mean that's a part of the journey. So peace. No, what's that little peace to you from the show? What show is that? Whatever. All right, toodles, y'all.